Tomorrow doesn't quite get you as excited when you take a look at the fixtures. More than a rivalry, says the front page of L'Équipe. Of course, PSG in action against Barcelona. Both teams are on a nice run, unbeaten run going into this tie. PSG haven't lost a game in 27 matches. For Barcelona, it's 11 games, haven't they? They seem to have improved immensely since Xavi announced that he will be leaving at the end of the season. Robbo, you've seen a lot of Barcelona this year. Have they improved enough to go toe-to-toe with PSG?
Yes, I think they have. They're still not a great side, but they're playing well enough to create chances now. They're playing at a slightly higher tempo. They're defending better all over the pitch, which is an important thing when you're playing against PSG. And it's about how they cope with Kylian Mbappe, which they always change the centre-half and the right-back round whenever they're going to play against a player that can go out wide or whatever, or make those runs through the inside left position. But I think Barcelona at the moment have got the bit between their teeth. They're playing some decent football. Some of their players are coming back into form. So I think they should put in a good performance against PSG.
Let's take a look at the predictions, shall we? Let's see what everyone went for. I think when the draw was first made, people were very much in favour of PSG, but the way Barca have changed it around, in fact, it's only Jurgen who is backing PSG to go through. Stevie's got PSG winning tomorrow, but then obviously losing the Montjuic. Myself, Robbo and Craig all going for a draw. Why PSG, Jurgen?
Because of Mbappe. Yeah, he will make the difference. Now it's those games where he really kind of steps it up, and I'm very positive that he will do that.
Yeah.
I think 6 weeks ago it would have been hard to find an argument for Barcelona.
Definitely.
Mainly because defensively they went through that period, which you just saw the graphic earlier there. They've certainly showed that up a little bit, or a lot. They were losing, you know, it seemed 2 or 3 goals every game, and in some cases 5, 4 and 5, thinking Villarreal and others. And they were getting taken apart. And then, to Jurgen's point, you were thinking, oh my God, how are they going to cope with the pace up front? Muani, Mbappe, Dembele, all these kind of players. And that might be the case, but they've improved great. From where they were, they've improved greatly, and that's going to give them, I think, a much better platform. But it's how they're going to handle those front 3 players. And as I say, 6 weeks ago, I could not see a way of them doing that, but they have been much better, particularly with the youngster coming in, Koulibaly, a 16-year-old at centre-back. He's been absolutely brilliant for a youngster. So that's the reason that I'm just tipping Barcelona.
You think they'll get it done in Spain?
I think they will. I find it difficult to get past the fact that it's really all about Mbappe. I mean, I was going to say, is he that good that he can... But he is if he's on his game. The problem is, PSG, historically in this competition, have just bottled it. And it's hard to imagine, unless they... and I was going to say unless they get a 3 or 4-0 lead, but 3 or 4-0 leads, they bottled that as well. Yep. I can't get past the fact that if Mbappe doesn't turn up, this team's got no chance. And Barcelona are way better right now than they've been all season. So, yeah, I don't see PSG getting through.
Meanwhile, the other ties at the Metropolitano, Atletico Madrid in action against Borussia Dortmund. Everyone is going for Atleti, apart from, of course, the one German on our panel, Mr. Jurgen Klinsmann. Would you like to give us your argument as to why Dortmund are going to win this?
Yeah, because Dortmund is simply unpredictable. You never know what you're getting in the next game from Borussia Dortmund. And, you know, they win at Bayern Munich, and the next weekend they lose at home against Stuttgart. And I think, you know, a game like this, which is just simply, you know, it's 2 legs and anything is possible, they are a team that can step it up in a good moment. So why not going with them and giving them a chance?
Have you picked 2 0-0 draws?
Yeah, I was bored.
Well, we will be tomorrow if that's the case.
It's not going to be 0-0, but I just said that.
Robbo, you're commentating this game, aren't you?
Numbers.
I am. I'm looking forward to it, but I think that Atleti have got just a bit too much. Not that they've played well this season. They've been inconsistent as well, but I think they could cause Dortmund problems. Dortmund are slow when they're on the transition, when they're trying to defend in midfield and at the back. Hummels had a great game against Bayern Munich, but he does gamble at times, and so does Schlotterbeck. So I think that Atleti will win over the 2 games and 2-0 tomorrow night.
you couldn't know what you're going to get. You wouldn't know what you're going to get from either of these two, would you?
Nope.
Atleti put Inter out that great evening at the Metropolitano, and then they got absolutely battered not too long after it by Barcelona at home. I mean, you just don't know. Give Dortmund credit, right? That group they were in, that included, was it PSG, Newcastle,
Yes, Milan.
they've topped that group. They've struggled in the Bundesliga most of the season.
Yep.
They're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. They've got it's not an easy draw, but it's a decent draw. Two teams that are relatively evenly matched. So you've got to give Terzic some credit. The fact that they're in this competition still with a chance to go to the semis and a decent chance is keeping their season alive.
We'll say thank you very much to Jurgen. Thank you for your very objective analysis today. Much appreciated. If you followed my best bets yesterday, you'd be very rich, as I gave you a 7-1 winner parlay. Let's see if we can repeat that today. PSG against Barca, both teams to score. Kylian Mbappe to score at any time. Atleti against Borussia Dortmund. Antoine Griezmann to score at any time in the game. That will give you about 4 to 1.
You need to change that picture.
Well, it's not my picture. I don't choose it, do I?
You look like a public schoolboy.